Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. Welcome back to another filming stories video. Um, this one is going to be fairly short just because this was kind of self-explanatory once I, kind of address what was going on. It's kind of a funny story, so just to change the pace a little bit because the last few ones were fairly serious, so I figured we might as well just throw a fun one in there. Um, so, and also I'm just in the midst of getting my bro and everything like that, so yeah. So, oh, shit. That car just came out of nowhere. Yeah, so this story, happened, God, when did we film the last thing? This is about the film that I did not release, so I want to say, gee, damn, I don't even remember when I filmed it. I want to say 2022, right? Or 2021, around that time. This is when I was deep into that very self-reflective, basically exploitative type of film. At this point, it was still very character centric, so it wasn't I wasn't being upfront about it still. So and there came a point where I wanted to address some emotional turmoils. I kind of wanted to well, actually, there is some dark stuff in this, so excuse me. I won't address, the actual content, just because the actual content is kind of graphic. Like I said, this was this is kind of a raw period, so I was just kind of saying a lot of things, and I've learned since then to keep that stuff private. So, but it involved a train tracks, and because where I live, that there's a train station not too far away, and I had the idea of going down there and filming a kind of a nightmare-like sequence, and it was going to be one shot, so we orchestrated it, we figured it all out and everything. And in hindsight, obviously, no, I also knew that the train tracks were also active, so trains would be flying through there. It was actually a public area, so it wasn't like some abandoned railroad or whatever like that. So, yeah, so it was a very stupid idea, and you're gonna understand, how crazy things got. So we went there. I want to say in the afternoon or so, and we started doing our thing. Now, keep in mind, we were there before, and nothing happened, right? The trains would come by and everything like that, and we wouldn't have any issues. Nobody would take issues with what we're doing. But that day, we were doing what we were doing. We were filming our stuff and we were on the train track. So it's not like we were off the train tracks or whatever like that. We were on the train tracks. So, what ended up happening as a result of being very, very stupid, was 3 cop cars came, and I'm not talking about just 3 individual cops. I'm talking maybe 2 or 3 cops per vehicle. So yeah, it was a large group of officers, and the reason for that was because there was a report that was put out about a potential suicide attempt was happening near our area. And what we discovered was at the train station that that operates, I think it's the coaster, I think, I'm not like that. They put out a report against us, and they're saying, oh, there's a suicide, attempt taking place, and that's why all these police officers showed up on the scene. And obviously, technically, what we were doing was illegal, but because obviously we're on train tracks, and we're doing dangerous stuff, and it's not our property, so there is there is some legality that takes place. So so obviously I was very very paranoid. I was very scared, just because it's like they had every right to arrest us, and they they were cool, you know. I mean, we talked it out. They saw how, you know, we were, you know, I was basically, you know, bleeding. I was just like, look, I know what I did was stupid. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean, you know, I wasn't thinking, you know. So, and thankfully the cops were, you know, very understanding. One cop in particular we talked to, and he was really really cool, and, you know, very respectful. You know, he wasn't. You know, he was doing what he should be doing. You know, be hostile and, you know, aggressive. That's what I expect from cops. I don't expect these gentle, you know, creatures that some people, you know, like to think. No, I expect a cop to be rough. I expect a cop to be, you know, this and that. You know, so because that's their job. So so he let us off with a warning as long as we never set foot on that property ever again, and I've not been in that property ever since. So, and I'm not gonna say who. But the friend who was working with me, he did something kind of pretty stupid, in my opinion, because the guy was letting us go, and our car was not. We had to walk to our car, so it was like you know, my friend felt that, you know, oh, why don't I just ask the officer to give us a ride? And I'm just like, dude, that's why he's letting us go. Okay, please don't like push the envelope, you know, don't provoke the officer, don't do anything like that. He goes to ask the officer, and the officer gives him a mean look, just like, really, like, come on now. Yeah. So, I mean, what we did was absolutely stupid. I'm not even gonna like cover it and say like, oh, it was totally valid or whatever like that. No, it was completely stupid. We shouldn't have been on those train tracks. We shouldn't have not been filming on the train tracks, knowing also that trains were coming by, you know. Now, obviously we were going to get out of the way if trains came by, but, you know, just us, you know, filming on those train tracks, you know, it was not a smart thing to do. So, you know, and I have not been there since. I think it's been almost like 2 years since that happened. So thankfully, you know, thankfully the officer was you know, was kind enough to, you know, to let us, you know, off with a warning. So, but yeah, do not do that, guys. Please get permission every time you are going to film at any place at any time in public. It would be good to get permission if you can, you know, so, because I don't recommend guerrilla filmmaking. I mean, if you want to go that route, that's fine, just as long as you don't get caught and you're not doing something like I was, just being completely stupid. So, just be smart, you know, just be smart and be safe, obviously. So yeah, so those are, that's my encounter with the police. Funny enough, that whole summer I had encounters with the police, not with me personally, that was the only time, but I was involved in stuff with police, but those are stories for another time. So, you guys, you know, just if you guys have had experiences with police in film sets, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I'm just being very specific, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, so, you know, hey, I take a big L on that one. That was, you know, it was really stupid, you know. Back then, you know, I was viewing it from the artistic viewpoint, from an artistic stance, but now, like, getting out of that bullshit, you know, it's like, yeah, that was very stupid what we were doing. So, but yeah, let me know some of your stories in the comment section below. And that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna go pick up my bro now, and until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video.